No creo que se escuche, ¿o sí? ¿Se escuchan los dos?
Hello everybody! Welcome once again. I'm the Epic Party Guy, and this is Dyson Sphere. Tonight is going to be a little bit of a short one. I do have work in the morning, but I wanted to do a quick-ish stream of what I've been saying I would do in a while, and running a sandbox, actually, to play around with blueprints a little bit. So in sandbox mode, there are some convenient practical tools to help the players unleash imagination, free to build and freely travel and explore the universe. Click the infinite icon at the right of the core energy bar to lock the energy core of the mecha. Yep. Okay. In the tech tree, click one click unlock. Yes, because I'm building everything. I'm trying to build all of the just do blueprints. So in the replicator, can directly replicate items without raw materials by turning on free items. Okay, after turning on by stack, we'll do it by stack instead of by ones or fives or whatever. Okay, cool. So replicator, this is the replicator. Free items, yes, and get common items. Okay. This looks to be... yeah, I don't need those. I do not need these tutorials. Alright. Go away. Sandbox tools. Regular vein. Oh. Okay. Neat. Air vein. I like that. Probably the most unipolar vegetation I'll ever see. Infinite items. Okay. I see. This traffic monitor will generate it so you can test setups. I like it. Sandbox tools. Quick. Okay. But no, what I am looking to do is bury... what? Ah, bulldoze. Wait. Okay. Oh, here we go. Check to attempt to raise or lower all veins. Oh, no. Go away, go away, go. Okay. almost cue-balled the planet. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, last one. Okay, and it's... go away. And it's colored some of the foundation to be the markers. I like that. Oh, and the meridians. Neat. And there's the equator. Okay. So... here's the final state blueprint that I want to chop up. Okay. Hello, Game Detective 50. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Just as it crashes, of course. So what I'm doing now is this is sandbox mode, and I'm just I'm looking to take my final state blueprint, which I made in the final state of the game, and I want to chop it up into some incremental stuff. So, show this crew what you got going on. One is new to the game. Alright. Well, you're gonna have to wait for the game to restart. That'll only take a second. Cause I did something silly. Anyway. And by silly, I mean I crashed the game because I was trying to do way too much all at once. And that's the first, I think that's the first time I've ever crashed the game. Hilarious times all around. Hello, Redstone Pro 180. Thank you for joining. What's today? That's not what I wanted. Alright. Yeah, imagine crashing your game. Yeah. Well, you guys crashing my stream crashed the game. Ha 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 ha. Anyway. Alright. Skip prologue. So yeah, sandbox mode. You get pretty much all the stuff you could want. Go. Go away tutorials. Remove inventory items. Get common items. Okay. I think that's it feels so freeing to be actually at full speed. So. Actually, what I'm going to do first. Ha 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 ha. Okay. So yeah. Let's bulldoze the planet. Also, sink all the veins. What is going on there? That's weird. still a little more. Oh, Lord, come on. All right. Why are those veins still here? Whatever. Did you know the moon is getting away? I'm on the moon. Okay. Oh, the IRL one. Eh, well. Okay, I don't know why the veins are being weird. Go away. Alright. Move inventory, get items. What am I gonna need? So, it's like a smaller planet? I don't know. Ah, yeah, sandbox tools. There we go. Yes! Quick build. I don't care about the bots, really. Go away, go away. Thank you. Now... So, as you can see, I have every single So yeah, the IRL moon is getting away. Eh. Have you seen Earth lately when you want to get away? Come on. Alright. So, the whole philosophy behind this thing how am I gonna do this? Right, sandbox tools, infinite items, you. Item filter, there. Okay, infinite items. Which way? Set the monitoring cycle and target flow to control the speed. There we go. No. Why am I having trouble with this? Not getting items. It would help if I... Does it really need power? Oh my god, I can't believe I get... How do I do infinite power in this? Grumble. Select the item to be generated. Set monitor. There we go. Yep, just needed to not be overloaded, I guess. that's annoying. Alright, well, this right here is going to be its own. Alright, so now that I got, like, now that I got my ass on backwards, now that I got my ass on straight, what is going on here? Okay, so, the general philosophy for this whole build was to have the raw ingredients come in here. And by raw, I mean all the intermediaries, because as you can see, these are not raw anything. They come in here, get proliferated, and mount up into these logistics distributors to then feed all these, and they make all the buildings that are involved. And all the finished products get delivered to these right here. And then they're available to the galaxy. So I actually think this one right here, that one's just an extra. So we can actually get rid of this one. And yeah. So, gonna be, oh, and they were broken up here. Oh, and all the things in the middle, all the intermediates here, they're all proliferated as well. So, I don't think that I really needed Mark II belts, but I guess at the time it was better than, I don't know. And since I don't normally have an outpost making prisms, I have prisms being made on site here. But I think that's neither here nor there. So let's, if I'm gonna be, so I want to chop this up. This is going to be, okay, so my play style, I have a beginning manufacturing hub when I'm doing blue and red science, and then I have a blueprint, which I will actually go ahead and make. Not bot manufacturing hub, that's the final state. Oh, I know where it is. Module them all. And here's the one that inspired me actually to make this. I genuinely don't remember. So yeah. And actually, here's the one I have in my current run through. Did sandbox mode get turned off? How? How does that even happen? how that happens. Anyway. So yeah, this is the little bit that I have right here. And it is this assembler area right there. But we can just forget that. Yeah, sandbox mode is off. I have no idea how. Hello, Chris H29. Don't be a dick. What if my name is Richard? Well, then I know plenty of Richards who are not dicks, and I know plenty of people who are not Richards who are dicks. And if you find yourself, and you might be a dick, if you find yourself having to say, I am not a crook. Alright, so with my playstyle, I'm going to be looking to make blueprints for these, to chop up this blueprint over here into, what's the tech level? It goes like 150, 300, 900, and then 3600. 3600. So, Mecha's core energy is insufficient. I don't care. There we go. Apparently I hit that like once or twice before. Whatever. So, when I first made this, it was at the end of the end stage, so I didn't chop it up into more manageable pieces. And that was obviously a problem. So, but the thought and the design process for this was to have all the raws come in here, get proliferated, and then this line on the outside border to have them be provided by the logistics spots to everything in here. And so when I'm looking to build this in a game, I'm going to already have logistics spots. I'm going to already have the intermediate manufacturing hub over here, pre-interstellar stations. So all that is going to be making and supplying all this. You know, is going to be making the supplies to make this, and I appear to be stuck. How did I get to be stuck? Alright. Now, and in the run that I did this, I remember there were a few things I wanted to take out, actually. And that included building the rockets. Don't need those. And yeah, building solar sails, because this is meant to be the hub of things that I don't need 1,000 of at a time. Kind of. the things that can be made slowly just to build up a stock of when I eventually need them. The rockets are a constant build. The solar sails are a constant build. And look away, good lord. Where's the I know what the hell I'm doing mode? Alright. So what else? What else? What else? So we have this energy exchanger here to help build these gas collectors. We've got the launchers, we've got the proliferators, we've got the rocket launchers, we've got the... Okay. So, over here, so all the inputs are on the outside. In the middle here, on the first wall of boxes here, and by the way, these boxes are designed so that, and of course this proves me wrong. These boxes are supposed to be designed so that when they have items in them, it automatically goes to the upper box, so that the icon of what's in the boxes is held up away from all the other facilities in the manufacturing hub, so you can see what's actually being stored there. And why do I have this one really, really tall? Well, because that's doing something, that's building something that I wanted a lot of boxes on. I know, silly, right? Especially silly since these are all... Okay. Obviously I need to... So, the point being, all of the things being stored in here, the icon shows up in the top box so that it's easier to see when you're just approaching it from the outside. You don't have to dig around in the, in the middle there. So. Okay. So now with a few available, do that at the top, and I know I'm gonna double up on things, and that's okay in the settings being pasted, and that's fine. So now when things are being made and proliferated, they get dumped into this. Pardon. And all the things in this, the first column, should be the 2 item into 1 output things, where obviously not, you got this thing, but that's a basic level, a tier 1 thing. So you have these 2 boxes into here. This outputs that's interesting. There we go. This outputs onto here, gets proliferated, and gets stored in this box. Over here on the other side, it's the same thing. 2 inputs to the assembler, output onto here, proliferated into the box. And it doesn't matter where if these are getting stored to whether it's to this column into this column into itself, this column into any of the other columns, or into the output boxes. And these are similarly holding the icon up so that you can see them. If I wasn't a fuck up, apparently. But of course I also just now did a fuck up because this one right here is special. This is the one that I want 10,000 of everything that's going to be in here available and sent out when requested. Same over here. And these right here, this stack, and this stack are all extra, actually, as well. And this, that just brings in more foundation. Honestly, oh! It is this one as well. I was going for a lot of foundation. Hello, Triforce Cutie Mark. Welcome to the stream. So, the one giving foundation should be, yeah. Got 30,000. Sorry. My reminder to do things. So, this one. Yeah. Alright. Okay. I'm going to leave these alone for now. But these I only want a little bit available. Less than, you know, not, like, sometimes not even a full vessel load. All these, the same. All these buildings, same. So, those, you just have these holding up the icons so you know what's going on. What? Come on, dang it. Dang it, Boxy. Oh, dang it, Boxy. I can't do it. Hank Hill voice. And I just realized, and I just remembered, Boxy is actually a person. So, when these are made, they will be fed into that and available to the universe. Yeah, I don't use traffic monitors. Why do I even have this? I guess I was just going for making everything. Okay. And just doing this for... Just doing this for everything so that we have some uniformity here. Okay. So, the question is, how are we going to be chopping this up? Well, it's going to be, firstly, is there anything else that needs to be taken out? I think we can shorten this up. Because this is... yeah. Okay, because we took out the other buildings being trickle made there. Okay. And yeah, I mean, so this is the new final state bot-based building hub that I want to use. Weird ass texts. Hello, Chris Dragon. Thank you for joining the party. No, hello, hello. Oh, and hey, yeah, stuck in a hamster wheel. Look upon my works and Godus. That's my favorite. No. Sorry, guys. Not my favorite. You'd understand. Okay. So yeah, here we have. Here's where all the warpers are being made. Look. Really? Ouch. Okay. If you say so. Sure. Moving on. But yeah, I have all of these things being made ready to go, just in case there are blueprints I'm looking to do. And yeah, this is like I haven't reached this part yet. This part in my current run, but this stream right here is just to get it ready, and we can actually build it up, build it out, see, well, prepare for building it out. as we want. And actually, I can... Anyway. I should stop talking to myself and just get on with it. So, here we have... Wrong thing to grab. There we go. No, I don't want it in the modular mall folder. It's going to be... Final Form Manufacturing Hub. Icon layout 5.1. Building. U. Because we got plenty of that, plenty of that, plenty of that going on. There. And... what's a good one? What's a good one? What's a good tech? What just says... can the... You know what? There we go. Why not? Let's swap these. Rotate these. That's better. Yeah, Final Form Manufacturing Hub. There. Fully proliferated. Trickle makes all buildings. All supplies, I should say, for exoplanet exploitation. I'm a big friggin' nerd. And how many facilities is that? 4,600. So we don't need that many. New blueprint book. Yeah, late game manufacturing hub, because that's all this is. Save changes. Final form goes in there. And let's open that so that... Oh, and also what I should do, go into here, click that, upgrade that, click that, upgrade that, and yeah, might as well. Save changes. For if you want to build this when you're already pretty much in the late game. I don't need that. So do that all the way up to there. So that's everything excluding the output. Why? Because that gets it under 3,600. There. and I'll be doing this when just laying it out when things are, when I'm just wanting to get it all spaced out. Save. But we can actually do something much, much better to help space things out. So this is 2 of 2, 2 of 2. Outputs. Final form spacing. Here we are going to blueprint the foundations. There. Oh. Because I'm going to save this blueprint of only the outside, the outside belt here. Actually, oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Let's do that. I just had an idea. Because, see, this is actually one grid section further than it needs to be. But we don't need to build just on the ground. No, 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 no. Exceeds the height max. Okay. Ah. Too far. I love it that this is actually working. Possibly. Hey, Vivacious, how's it going? There we go. What the hell? Yup. I was wondering. So this is the sandbox mode, first of all. Second of all, This do not move while at max height. That'll set you into sail mode. I just did what I said not to do. So, this is the final form manufacturing hub I'm looking to use in the end game. We have the input items here. They get scooted out into onto these belts, get proliferated, and then shunted into these boxes. And those boxes are on the logistics bot network. And what I'm doing right now is, so I've already gone through. I've already made 1 or 2 fixes that I found in in the run that I first designed this in. Shit, friggin'. And I've already chopped this up into blueprints smaller than 3,600 facilities. But I wanted to... Yep, and the big ring of belts right up top here is to space everything out. So that I can make... there. And since I used Mark 1 for that, I can just get rid of everything else. There. And the foundations underneath it. And what I'm left with is the spacing of the final form manufacturing hub. And with since I'm also copying the foundation, it'll flatten the land underneath it. Save. Yeah, so we've got 1 of 2, which is all the manufacturing over there, 2 of 2, which is the outputs over here, and then the spacing, which is that halo. Which, now that is hilarious. It's so big you can... It's flat. That is a flat building. Those are flat belts. But it's so big it's following the curvature of the planet. Love it. Hello, Darla Rosa. Welcome to the stream. So what's going on here? I can fix this. There, so I don't have to deal with the settings. Okay. So, the reason I have these output boxes, these storage boxes, in heights of 3 is not for any like specific mystical thing, but so that when, for example, this is holding Tesla towers, here. Honestly, those should be... Nah, no, never mind. It's fine. Oh, that might have been another thing I wanted to also fix, because there's some of these things that are... should be proliferated as well. Oh, not this. No, these are all final state things. This... So, okay, everything here, everything that's made on this... Okay. Let me finish the thought I had. But, so, when these are held up here, when the sorter inserts it at the bottom here, there's no space here for it. So it goes up here. There's no space here for it, so it goes up to the next one. There is space here, so it goes here. And when things are filled, it will, when things are filled, it will hold it up and the icon will be right there. So that's the thought there. And right, I just massively did that because I suddenly had to get rid of a lot. I remember that now. Let's make sure these are done right, and they are not. Frickin' frackin'. Okay. And of course, this top one. Okay, so finally, all the boxes are set correctly. And yeah, so all the things being made in this first column, those were all the things that were just 2 inputs to 1 output, but they're also all the things that are used in higher tiered items. So the sorters, the belts, the assemblers, they're all in this first column as well. Why? Because these are all set up to use proliferators. And okay, why are you stopping though? Anyway, here. So let's test this out. Oh. Yeah, I don't know why sandbox mode got disabled or how, but it did, so I can't test this out. Well, I guess that's about as good as I can get it. So, yeah, the design process for this now would be okay. To drop all this down and then use these inputs here as checkbox, as a checklist for what to build, what to have going. So let's save that. And yeah, let's apply it. Okay, I say that. And then I remember how much of a shit show I left this in. Okay. So I wanted to get some... Ooh, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah. So with all the energy problems on here, I need to... Do I need to make a beeline for fusion? Might be the case, but ooh, that's a problem. That's what we call in the trade a problem. Let's see how quote-unquote well this will help things. Know what I need? Over here. See, graphite. See, what I'm doing is I'm making an outpost to mine all of the to mine that coal and then make graphite and then have that graphite go into okay, that's the direction I want. And then have that graphite go into a separate power network into thermal generators. that. Deal with the power things for a bit. 17, 7, 4, 6. Another 17. Not great. Seems to be 24 to saturate that. So this will be 4, 5, 11, 15, 22, 7, 10, 16, 17, 20. Okay. So far, so good? No. Nope. I mean, I've got the Got the blueprint I wanted to do, but do I need to just do? Got that feeling from your face. Yeah. So, okay. So, alright. Screw the smelters. I can't afford to do graphite. I can't afford. I don't have the energy budget right now to run the smelters. It's that simple. So, thermal power plants produce 2.6 megawatts at an energy efficiency of 80%. So, the way that is energy space capitalism, says Charlotte Rosa. Yeah. Honestly, it's just actually no, it's not space capitalism. It's just system design, and I don't have the energy budget. So at 2.16 megawatts, but coal has 2.7 megajoules. So 2.7 megajoules at 80% efficiency is 2.16 megajoules. And it burns 2.16 megawatts. That's what it extracts from the fuel. So each plant burns 1 coal a second. That is a very handy, very nice calculation. So these are bringing in so these are not getting fed anyway. 2, 3, 4, 1. Okay. Alright, so these are each sucking up 1 per second. And the sorters move 3 per second, so bottleneck here is the sorters, and yeah. Okay. I almost didn't put enough. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Crack. Yeah, why did I do that? So that we can just have a second row going up and over. There we go. Now these are good. Producing, that's 24 times 2, so that's producing an extra 48 odd. It's actually 2.16. Whatever. Vivacious Cage asks, you in your regular world now? Yes, this is my regular world. Okay. And so now I have 2 almost lines of coal. Not of graphite, just of direct coal heading to really? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so that's the thing. Once you just nudge it over 100%, then all the prior things of all the other thermal plants that I had already set up are now getting fed at the correct rate, are now getting fed at the full throughput. But it's important here that these are not commingled power networks. It is. Honestly, which is better for fire? Yeah, I mean, fire ice might be a better one. Because if you can't do graphite and you have to do coal, it might be better to do the ice vein. Of course, you could do the ice vein to fuel this one, and then, but that's, you know, that's interesting. That's an interesting thought. To bootstrap it that way, to have a stepper system like that. Because these energetic graphite, 6.75 at 80% efficiency is 5.4 divided by 2.16. Each graphite takes 2.5 seconds to burn instead of 1 second to burn. So one graphite will fuel a thermal power plant for 2.5 seconds. So you can have 2.5 times as many plants doing that. Oops. Okay. So what do I need here? Set the boot to the face. Okay. Okay, so now that I've got the power situation corrected here, again, temporarily, time to break it. Not what I want. Proliferated unstack. Here we go. And yeah, I was gonna do that there. Now that over there. Here. Oh, bollocks. It's weird that it randomly gets stuck on one like that. It doesn't matter how many times you go back and forth with that, but You gotta wait for at least one stack in the replicating crew queue to clear for some reason. Or not, I was wrong. What the freak ever. Go away. Did I run out of belts? I might have run out of belts. Okay, so... Oh no, I do have... Oh, I don't... I do have... I can hand make these. Just what's on the planet. Now let's get that done. But I don't need that. Okay. That's fine. Yes, I'm just doing a quick and dirty, emphasis on dirty. This is pulling in 1 a second. There. These need 1 a second. These are making 1 every. Great. Alright. So it won't be. Okay. So yeah, that is a very ugly, quick and dirty. Never want to do it again. On site. Way of going about. Okay, so this needs 2 every 2 seconds. This needs it's 2 a second. This makes okay. This needs 3. I wish I could just turn off my drones for a minute. Okay. So 3 of those is 2 every second. And this requires 2 every second. Alright. So this is gonna be a little bit of pain, but you know. So we need 32 of these and 467 of these. How many of these do we have? Not enough. Do have silicon. Do not have. Yeah, that's the problem. Ah, this is so janky. Alright, and honestly I should just leave this be while it's working. What are these? What's this? What does this think it is? Mark 1. Ah. I see. Okay. Flip the whole thing. Tell it to be bring this out. There we go. There. And now when proliferator comes in, it'll also be provided to that. So I think we were gonna have I'm gonna get a coils. I hope if I actually right here. Okay, as expected. Too close to another logistics station. There we go. Okay, and that's good. Except it's not being powered. Yikes. That'd be a good reason for it to not be powered. That's weird. Okay. So where's the steel? Let me see. Okay, good. So the steel back home is indeed and in fact getting fulfilled. Now the question is, do I really want to make a copper ingot? One here. So on this local planet, which you can't see because of my beautiful face, here, theoretical max, that production, theoretical consumption, 120. Wait. Oh. The... Yeah, I mean... Theoretical max 1908. Per minute. Which is 30? Yeah, that's 31.8 per second. That's a blue belt. Okay, so... I mean, no, I shouldn't. I should put the production up on the... Okay, so I should put the production of it up into the atmosphere, up into the network. So this will be the first one. You know, it would be nice if I could finish my sentences. It would be... So this will be the first one that's just strictly put onto the network. It is a shame that it can't really handle multiple things like that well. Oh well. So what's stopping that from coming into fruition, you say? Copper. And that's going to be on the home planet. So lastly, we have the setup for the actual electromagnetic turbines. Hooray! And yeah, I can drop them there. Because I don't give two craps about stone. None. Bury the veins. On the good. Okay. Ow. Okay. Quickest way is just undo the whole thing. Over here. Drop these to the level they need to be. And there we go. Much better. Still says it's expecting blue. Oh. Okay. Okay, so this shouldn't take very long. Just 3 minutes to make not even a quarter of what I need overall. And you know, if I were to make something with circuit boards here, if I were to make something that uses circuit boards here, it would make just as much sense, it would make more sense to import the copper and make it on site here. Am I doing that? Well, given that the silicon is here, it might make sense to have a stamp making processors here. Wouldn't be the worst thing. Yeah, since I have iron and silicon ingots being made here, it's 1 to 2, 1 to 1. Yeah, so that's 3 copper coming in to here versus 3 copper coming in versus 2 silicon and 2 iron going out. Yeah, it makes sense. It's crazy when that happens. Oh. Yeah, just those 3. Any other yellow flashes? Yes. Right there. Now we have power. Okay, so that's all the belts I need. Honestly, I really should just go to the other planet. Go back to the home planet, raid the liquor store. Okay. Turn that off. Come on. There we go. Here's a pro tip that's a little counterintuitive. Doing that lets you get in much closer. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be able to get a 12 in there. I really want just a one. Come back to that if I can't do better elsewhere. So what did I say was going to be made here? That should have the green circuits. Yeah, but I've got space going out that way for that, so let's first of all fix that. See what really? Thought it would be different. Yeah, see, it's definitely... Honestly... See what would be a better fit there to use that length. Giggity. So what else am I gonna be doing here? Not gonna be doing foundation. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Maybe another iron? Ooh, nope. Got plenty using that. Of course, I really need to, we'll see. Nope. Really? Okay. Oh, well, not all the producers are out yet. For shame. I know, I know. Wait, I do not need to. Ah. Actually low on... Not really low on it, but... Ah, it's just... Go over here, get some of these made. Myself charged up. And unfortunately, I should be calling it in about 10 minutes just to actually potentially get, you know, be a frustratingly responsible adult. And that's 20-minute build time. Definitely frustrating. This is what happens when I don't prep the blueprints before I put them down. I know, for shame. Now, does this mod? No, it does. It does not find ones that are only ghosts being put down. It finds. Okay. There. Yeah, it only finds things that are actually factually built. Which, okay. Silicon, yes. Okay. This is what happens when you don't bring enough assembling machines. Slash, I did not plan on so much being done here. I do have some nice smelters. And that hasn't opened. Alright. I'll get things started. Good, so that's started a little bit. Okay, so I am not... I'm already 5 minutes over when I said. Of course. So 60, 63, 53. Okay. And yeah, an hour's production. So. Of question is, do I really want to be waiting an hour when I could head back to the place, pick up what's already been made, and then bring it back a lot quicker? Well, that is a decision for another time. Hello, Vanessa Corpus. It has been a good long time since I've heard from you. This goes pretty well. Currently just committing some belt weaving crimes. There we go. So right now is everyone's favorite part of Dyson Sphere that actually ends up being pretty much most of it. And that is setting up mining. And I'm just doing a quick one before I send everyone off to a raid, because I actually do need to be a responsible adult, unfortunately. Many crimes to indeed it has. It has been a while, yes. Yes. Who wants to be responsible? Sadly, I've got these things called, mortgages, and I'd like to not be homeless. It's really frustrating, but it's a thing. Oh, there we go. Tyler Rosa says, "Coward!" Oh well. Well. Okay, so I can reclaim that. Heard. Vanessa Corvus says, "Heard I have to be at work at 6 tomorrow." Yeesh, not fun. on day 14 of a 19-day run. Okay. Everyone should just ride the rails, hop a train, eat a single bean from a rusted can. You know, that is becoming more and more appealing every day, sadly. You know, I keep putting in more and more things to charge up and things to drain all the power. I honestly don't think I can get a proper amount, you know, proper, enough power going to this until I develop fusion. Okay. Well, next time on Dyson Sphere, we will be heading back to the other planet, grabbing all the assemblers we need, coming back here, dropping, stamping a blueprint for getting green circuits and processors on the other, and then back on the planet, making copper, and then we'll finally have things more or less getting to where we need. Ahead of expanding into purple science. Thrilling times indeed. Anything else that doesn't take purple or green. Okay. Question is, what do I want to make first when I do get purple? Because that I can queue up and bot and drone? I don't know. Now let's go with everyone's favorite of vein utilization. Because it's soaking up those, it'll keep it out of my inventory. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me pop on over to the dashboard and get y'all to a fancy dancy other streamer for Dyson Sphere. Ooh, how about Rocket Wolf? Oh lord. And all the power flickering. But the power flickering is actually good. That means that it's normalizing. And that the things I dropped that needed to charge and store are actually doing well. So, ready to raid in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.